Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 18 of the gratitude practice. There's a lot of energy out there right now and lots of different frequencies that we can tap into. There are some that are higher vibration, that are full of abundance and manifesting happiness, and that there are others that are more in fear and worry and anxiety and concern. And it's not that we don't have something to be, maybe fearful of or have concern about, but it's how we set our intentions and how we direct our attention that's going to change the result and how we feel. We can choose how to act, and we can choose not to react. And this can come through a practice of gratitude. There is a lot of unknown, but it's amazing that you can feel light and happy and abundant during this time period, even if you don't know where your next paycheck is coming from. The universe works in the most magnificent of ways, and it is startling to me on a daily basis how things manifest in my life. And it's by tapping into this higher vibration and putting this energy of joy and light and peace and happiness out there with gratitude and being grateful for what I have in my life, rather than looking at the limitations, looking at the limitless possibilities that which I don't even understand. And magic manifests everywhere. So I encourage you to, cultivate this practice of gratitude. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something that I definitely had to hone over a period of time. And then you begin to see the abundance flow. So today's practice is the magical to-do list. And this is a great one for this time period because, it's a great one for any time in life because we're always busy. There's always so much to do. It's amazing. We can be stuck at home with less interaction with the world, and somehow there's more to do. There's more on our mind. There's more to accomplish. And it's because we're in this mindset of busyness. This is something that has been really programmed into us to be busy all the time. And when we're busy all the time, we're ignoring how we feel. We're actually not doing the work that's necessary, which is to process and heal and be. Because when we are in those moments of silence, that's when we get the answer. And so this magical to-do list can help you find that silence in you by taking certain things off your mind. There is always more to be done, and more will keep coming. So the point of this is to remove the anxiety, to remove the worry, to remove this kind of hurry that we have in us to get these things done. So today, take a piece of paper and write a list of all the things that you have to do. And be grateful for the fact that your life is so abundant, that you have so much to do. This is, a blessing that we often hear people saying, I'm bored, or a child saying, I'm bored. And you're like, wow, look at everything around you. Look at all of this around you. There is so much in this world that you don't have to be bored. And so that's a way, it's a way to look at this list that you have, that there is so much to do, and these things are good for you. One of the things on my to-do list is I'm still doing my taxes. And, taxes are not something that I particularly enjoy. And so by just being grateful for the fact that this is something that I have to do, I only have to do it once every year, that it is, a reflection of my success over this past year. And if it doesn't reflect a monetary success over this past year, I have less to pay. There is always a beautiful aspect of these things. And, with our taxes, we get services, and we can look at the negative aspects of our services, or we can look at the positive. I really don't think about those emergencies that happen all the time that, that I could need at some point. And glad that these services exist for other people as well, because we function as a society when we're all at our best. Sometimes these services are happening behind my back and I'm not even paying attention. That pothole in the road was cleared and now my car tire is safe. So there's lots of things that we can, find fault with, or we can choose to see the benefits in them. So when you write your magical to-do list, be grateful for those things that you have to do, because they brought something to your life that you need, and that is why you're doing it. That is why it's there. So be grateful for it. And with today, what I want you to do is just choose 3 things. This list can be long because we all have long lists. There's their daily chores, there's the big goals, there's the things that are happening right now that maybe have added to our list. But if you can just choose 3 things that you want to focus on and surrender the rest for today, surrender them to the universe and be grateful that the universe is taking care of them. And focus your attention on 3 of these things. And look at your list and really feel into that which you have to do. Feel that gratitude for it being done. Feel that gratitude for the solution that you needed coming to you. Feel gratitude for the universe arranging all of it in its divine perfection for it to happen in the best way possible. Think about how you feel when that task is accomplished. Feel how you feel when that thing happens. And really, really cultivate that feeling. Now, it doesn't mean that we have to have all the answers on how these things have to be done. Maybe it's like you need to have a conversation with somebody and it's a difficult conversation and you don't know how it's going to go. Be grateful for the solution and the ability to have the words that you need through that conversation. Feel into the fact that that already exists as a possibility and allow that magic to come to you. It's amazing what can happen. I have recently been dealing with a situation with my daughter's school. And I have been, feeling uncomfortable for a period of time about how to handle this. And this period of quarantine has obviously brought us into a homeschooling situation. But it's something that we still are paying a lot of money for her school for. And I started to feel really uneasy with a lot of what was happening and the way our lives were living around this school, and it was no longer working for us. I have so much gratitude to this school. I have so much gratitude for all that her teachers have done, and just how wonderful my daughter is because of that school. And there was nothing but gratitude, but I was not feeling right. And by being grateful for everything that they've done and not feeding into what I was considering to be problematic or not comfortable or something I no longer wanted to deal with, I just focused on the beauty of the situation and how grateful I was for everything that they have done for us. And the solution manifested in my mind as a simple little voice, that intuition that said, this is what you need to do. And I have to tell you, it was, a big leap of faith for me and a big risk. And, I sat with that for a little bit, and I really gave myself that stillness. I talked to the people that I needed to talk to, and I came to some of the biggest decisions I've made in my life, and it was a moment of healing. And through this situation, I have improved multiple aspects of my life. Several of my problems that I was listing as problems, as things that I needed to figure out a solution to, were solved through this singular situation, and it was all through gratitude. So, gratitude has a magical way of transforming your life if you allow it. So, I encourage you to really start tapping into those higher frequencies, those higher vibrations that exist out there. This is a period of uncertainty and the unknown, and it's one that I've never seen before. I mean, I've lived through a lot, as a lot of us have. I watched a plane hit one of the towers of the Twin Towers, and I watched both of them fall. And, there was a strong period of uncertainty then, and we're still living through that period of uncertainty that was started by then. But this one is so different because this one is not caused by man. This one is not something where we have control over in any way. And it's so easy to get lost in what's happening. And so this is the time that we have to go inwards. This is the time that we have to hone these practices, that this is not about what somebody else is doing out there to fix the problem. This is about what we are doing in here to fix the problem. This is about something inside of us. This is what the message is in the world right now, that it's the smallest things inside of us that need to be fixed, that need to be healed, that need to be healthy. And when those things are, in their most optimal shape, that we are in flow with this world, and we are abundant, and we are happy. So cultivate that gratitude inside yourself. Cultivate it, because you will bring magic to your life, and you can be happy through the darkest of times. I wish you well, and I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow. Bye.